Ben Affleck's bestie, Matt Damon, warned him about Jernnifer Lopez, but that's not stopping the duo from getting back together again? Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore, and I guess it's not over. Look at this. Jernnifer Lopez, Ben Affleck spotted together since her solo Italy vacation at Ben's office. We're going to go through the pictures. Also, Ben Affleck is proudly seen flashing his wedding ring amid all the marital woes with Jernnifer Lopez. Are you guys buying any of this? Now, there's a bunch of updates we're getting in regarding the couple, but the one that I found most interesting, and the reason I wanted to do this video, is because apparently Matt Damon had been trying to warn Ben all this time. He's still standing by his friend. He's supporting whatever, but he's given his warnings regarding J-Lo and desperately is trying to stop his friend from hitting the bottle, trying to encourage him to keep working instead. Let's go through what Matt Damon is saying, and then we'll go revisit the seeming updates to the couple back together. The couple obviously has been all over the place in the news. Damon reportedly advised Affleck to focus on his work so he doesn't lose sight of his professional goals and the alleged turmoil in this number 2 marriage. Matt tried to warn Ben when he got back together with J-Lo that this could happen. An insider tells the Daily Mail. Matt was there to help Ben get it back together the first time after their first split, and he felt like this would happen again. Affleck holds his friend's opinion in high regard, thanks to the fact that Damon has enjoyed a loving marriage with his wife, Luciana Brasaro, for over 18 years. And obviously these two go way, way, way back. Matt has had a successful marriage for years, and Ben has always been in all of this, they continued. Damon and Affleck first became friends, obviously, after winning the Oscar for Good Will Hunting. They now recently have founded Artist Equity, a production company that they're making movies together. The source continues, as things started falling apart, Matt told Ben that he supports whatever choice he makes, but wants him to jump in and focus on his work. Ben spent so much time focusing on J-Lo's projects, just like he did the first time around. He told Ben, "What has she ever done for your career?" Matt is the only real guy friend behind that Ben has. He would not let him get back on the bottle and has been making sure that that doesn't happen. They're obviously working together. They're working on more movies, and it sounds like, according to this source, Ben is in trouble again, but Matt's keeping him grounded. Here there are the couples out together. Look, it's interesting. This is interesting because Matt Damon can't just flat out and say, yo, J-Lo sucks, don't get back together. You can't tell your friend that their partner sucks. It's not going to go over well. Clearly the partner's in love, infatuated. You got to let them come to their own conclusions. You can be critical. You can explain some of the things if they're having trouble, but you got to be the supportive person. And based on the source, if it's true, Matt is being supportive of J-Lo, not trying to throw J-Lo under the bus, but also making it clear, like, dude, she's controlling you. She's making you make all these decisions in movies, from the Geelys, the Jersey Girls, to now the greatest love story never told, to sharing his love letters to all her staff and the whole world. My God, it's so discouraging to watch all of this. So Matt's been out there banging the drum, trying to help his buddy get out of all this and ensure that his buddy doesn't go back to, addiction, which he's done with his alcohol issues, which he's been open about. Ben has been open about this. And it doesn't seem like he's going there. He's been close to his children. He's actually made time for his children. J-Lo is taking off time to be with family and friends, but then was seen yachting off. It's good to see her now at least back in LA with Ben trying to work this over. Maybe this was just sort of a nice solo trip to show that she needs to have time alone. Even I criticized her. We all have. Can she be alone? She clearly jetted off to go be alone and get some European sun. And now she's back, spotted together in Ben's office. Now, Ben, no photos were taken of the two of them. They were careful to be seen together, which is interesting. Take that as you will. But they were together in his office. They couldn't snap them together, but the actor, both of them hit the Beverly Hills office, Ben's office, Ben arriving in a chic suit around 10 a.m. J-Lo pulled up a couple hours later. Check out the pics. Ben Affleck's looking dapper and pretty dang serious when arriving, while his wife had her big movie star glasses on when her driver took her away a few hours later. Like we said, no shots of the two stars together. Jernnifer reportedly left before Ben did. Unclear why they met up at the office, but it's still a big deal because they haven't hung out since Lopez's European getaway, which was snapped all over with her taking selfies on the boat with her butt out, etc. She's been out there hanging out there doing a flying commercial, not flying economy, flying a commercial. And it was at the Dior fashion show. But here she was. Oh, and a lot of people, I think it was Gayle King even came out, or no, Sonny Houston from The View was like, oh yeah, it makes her look so relatable. Exactly what was happening. But this was business class. She bought the whole row. And I'm sure it was just, she couldn't get a private jet when she wanted to fly back to this Dior fashion show. And she did this, but made sure someone got a snap of her to TMZ. Anyway, look, what's going on with these two? I honestly don't care. I don't. You guys clearly do. So we're here reporting. I am fascinated. We are a celebrity entertainment channel. So we cover from time to time. More often, there are more important stories to cover. But when there's not, yeah, we get into the pop culture topics because that's what I'm fascinated in. And honestly, I feel for Ben in this. I do. I hope Ben is not being used by her, which honestly, judging by the documentary and the way she's trying to paint this narrative, it does seem that way. I hope I'm wrong. What do I know? I don't know a lot about this, to be perfectly honest. But she's returned from her solo vacation, is visiting Ben Affleck's office, and he is proudly showing off that he's still got his ring on. Now, I guess there was one point where he didn't. I don't know why. Sometimes you do. You got to put lotion on. It happens. But he's proudly displaying it out the window. Whether he did that intentionally or not, you tell me in the comments down below. I'm curious. But he is out there proudly still being married. Look, there's a version of this where they are still together and they're just having some problems. And everyone's sort of rooting that they break up, but they may not be broken up. In fact, Jason Muse, of Jay and Silent Bob, Kevin Smith's Jason Muse, who I don't believe is good friends with Ben Affleck. I'm sure he's hung out with Ben Affleck along with Kevin Smith. But Jason's a good guy. I've met him. I've been lucky enough to work with him. And he does have some very valid things to say here, saying, look, I don't know anything about Jernnifer Lopez marriage troubles. I'm not saying that's what it is. I don't know. But why does it always go right to they're having trouble? Now, here's what's interesting. Maybe he's busy working and she's working and it's too much with the kids. I'm not saying that's what it is. I don't know. But why does it always go straight to they're having trouble? Just curious. I haven't spoken to him in a while, and I feel like everyone has their opinion, and I don't know for sure. I feel like even if I did know, probably wouldn't share that, but I really don't. And then he continued more, talking about the rental. If someone decides to rent a place, doesn't mean they're necessarily separating. I know from having 2 kids, it's like sometimes you just need a break, especially if you're like, hey, I'm going to be writing the script, and I just need 2 weeks to focus. But yeah, no, I haven't spoken to him, Muse added. But it's true. Why does everyone always jump there? I mean, I think we've come up with some good reasons why, Jason. I do. But good on you for not getting in there and defending Ben. That's what he needs to do. He wants to be more on Ben's side and not be out there selling rumors, because that's clearly not going to go over well. But Jason's got a point. Why are we all... And honestly, I'm curious to all you guys who keep clicking on these videos. Do you want them to break apart? Is that the goal here? I don't. I want them to both be happy. I think J-Lo has some issues. I do. I think she's acknowledged them in her own documentary, and I hope she starts sorting it out. Honestly, she needs more alone time. From everything we're seeing, I do. And I wish the well for Ben Affleck. He does seem like a good guy. He seems like a great dad. I'm like that he's gotten back and is in good talkings with Jennifer Garner. He's getting his life back in order, and I think he's a wonderful writer, director. I'm rooting for him. And look, these two have clearly had some really good times, Ben and J-Lo. They clearly are infatuated with each other. Hold on, there was a better photo that was going through. I was trying to show you guys. They have a long look at this. A long history. They have been very much in love for a long period of time. Look at this. I do believe there was genuine love and still could be there between this couple. So I'm not trying to bully, harass, or wish anything. I'm just fascinated by it all because they have not helped themselves with some of the things they're putting out there. Jennifer specifically. But what do you think about all this? Are you surprised? And do you think Matt Damon is right and that he was trying to warn him politely like, yo, she's doing nothing for your career? I want to hear your thoughts down below. Before you leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that thumbs up as well, and let me know what you think. Appreciate all you guys that are watching. Stay tuned. We'll be live later today with Ron from Grown Up Scientology to talk Suri Cruise and more.